Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on November 7th, 2025, about 3 days ago. It shows that a two-stage training pipeline with a cold start supervised phase, followed by reinforcement learning, enables reliable, selective tool use, and it hits about 64% on Search, roughly 10 points above Search, R1 at about 54%. The paper is titled DeepEyesV2, toward Agentic Multimodal Model. And as we'll see later, the implications for model training are quite significant. Also, the author shared a solid GitHub repo. You'll find the full Agentic RL codebase built on VRL, with quick start setup, requirements, and install scripts. There are training recipes for QuenVL with VLLM and Ray, examples and eval tools, configurable PPO and GRPO options, and guides for custom visual tools and datasets. Figure 1 contrasts performance and illustrates why coordinated tool use matters. The left bar suggests humans are near 70%, while DeepEyesV2 sits well above QN 2.5 volts L and similar models. The center panel walks through a flower task that crops the image, searches, then verifies, which shows what agentic means. The model actively calls tools during reasoning. The right panel highlights failure modes when a system only answers directly, only searches, or only crops. Alright, Figure 2 shows two reasoning trajectories that illustrate how the model interleaves tools as it thinks. The left panel walks from image crop code to numeric averaging, so the model extracts fine details then computes a single answer. The right panel demonstrates selective web search and programmatic page access, which means fetching a web page through code to parse values, and this behavior arises after reinforcement learning. Alright, Figure 3 shows the agent loop that integrates tool calls with reasoning, so the model can iterate until it reaches an answer. At the top, the tool palette lists code execution, text search, and image search. The middle block illustrates DeepEyesV2 interacting with the environment, which means tool outputs become environmental feedback the model reads next. Along the bottom, the chain of thought timeline marks when tools are invoked and how results feed into later steps. So, Table 1 reports results on RealX Bench and compares perception, reasoning, search, and their combined integration. Human accuracy averages about 70%, which sets a clear ceiling. The best proprietary model reaches roughly 46%, showing substantial room for improvement. DeepEyesV2 improves over QN 2.5 volts L7B by about 6 points on the average score. The search column shows a gain near 10 points. On integration, which means solving perception, search, and reasoning together, the gap is roughly 8.4 points. Wrapping up, two takeaways stand out. A cold start supervised stage, followed by reinforcement learning, reliably teaches selective, task-aware tool use, and the model delivers meaningful gains on integrated benchmarks like RealX Bench and Search. The broader implication is clear. Agentic multimodal systems need curated data plus stage training. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.